Chapter 8 Preparations. She was beginning to worry. So far, everything she did worked out in some kind of way without any strange occurrences. She successfully became the orphanage director again with only a token resistance after explaining her plans to make it self-sufficient. Reforming the whole place and creating her workshop went much smoother this time. She had to bribe the fake Santa again, as he would, without a doubt, take a chunk of the profit margins for himself, but that was acceptable right now. Soon she would have everything ready to begin Rinsham mass production to kickstart her economic ambitions. Speaking of, the meeting with Benno and the guildmaster worked out splendidly too. She got most of her conditions she wanted and still left them enough margin for profit. She even got the opportunity to snatch Frida up from the stupid mistress contract she had. Really, for someone with her talent to rot away as a simple mistress was such a stupid waste. She may have gone about it the wrong way in the past week, but in the end, she simply wanted her as a friend. So she would make sure Frida got all the opportunities in the world to work on merchant-related matters to her heart's content in her employ. She did wonder why Benno and Gustav were so tense the whole time, though. She did her best to be as accommodating as a person in her position could possibly be. She was not even the Archduke's daughter this time, just a simple blue shrine maiden, not even a full noble. Strange. Anyway, the noble side of her knew Frida could not escape being separated from her family. Having Manna as a commoner made sure of that. Not to mention her future plans, but she digressed. On a more somber note, how could she let the opportunity escape her hands to strengthen her economic grasp on the duchy through the Othmar Company and the Merchant Guildmaster? Everyone would win in the end, so all was good in her books. On the topic, she did not miss sending someone to purchase the book she remembered rotting in the lower city market this time. It took a good chunk out of her savings, but it was worth it. The poor thing was exposed to sunlight in a glass case for years. Now it was safely tucked away in her possession and safe from harm again. She could not wait to start reading it. She used the favor the High Bishop owed her to contact Henrik for an audience. He agreed, and upon her inquiry if she should defer to him as a simple shrine maiden, he simply stated that she had no need to worry, and to simply act as if she was an archnoble with his full backing on the matter. That was a thing? Oh well, the meeting was soon after. After giving their noble greetings, it was time to start securing her twin-tailed gold fiend. Lord Henrik, I am oh so glad to finally meet you. Has word from Ordoshnelli already reached your ears about my inquiry? I apologize, Lady Rosamine. Sadly, I did not hear any melodies regarding such a matter. Whatever do you need of me? What did fake Santa say to make him so tense? Oh, I see. Do not worry. It is a most simple matter. You are currently holding a mistress contract with a girl named Frida, correct? That is indeed correct, my lady, but pardon me, I do not follow. His eyes widened slightly before recomposing himself and answering her question. Most wonderful. You see, I recently entered into relations with the followers of Griefechen, the Othmar Company being among them. Imagine my surprise upon discovering that not only does the beloved granddaughter of the Merchant Guildmaster suffer from the devouring, but additionally is to enter a mere mistress contract with House Bernard through you. The poor girl. His eyes got even wider this time, and he paled slightly. It took him longer than she expected to answer, so she continued. Lord Henrik, I know it may be rude, but how about we forsake the dance of Grammariter and speak plainly? He simply nodded, still wide-eyed, and was he sweating now? She simply gave him a blank stare. Why, thank you. Now, I hope you are aware that after I discovered this, I cannot simply allow a lay noble family like yours to hold such an asset. Especially not after I, and through me the temple, just entered into business relations with them.
I would never dare to presume that, my lady. Perish the thought.
Oh, he is panicking now. I went too far. Whoops. She sighed dramatically. Calm yourself. I only intend to acquire her contract, nothing more. I am willing to reimburse you for the associated costs.
Truly? Is she worth so much to you?
She shrugged at his question before responding. The temple currently needs more mana, and the leverage I gain will ensure their loyalty. That is all there is for now. After hammering out the details, they agreed to schedule a date for the old contract to be dissolved. Gustav was still distressed in her presence for whatever reason. Whatever, he will calm down in time. Frida simply eyed her curiously. The new contract mandated for Frida to never reveal her secrets and work as her direct subordinate upon her baptism. In exchange, she would get a new children's magic tool to combat her overflowing mana. As she purchased the current bracelet from Lord Henrik, they could keep it until then and simply offload it in the temple for now. She assured them she would stay with her family until conditions changed. They would have further talks in the future, and that was that. After that, she even got the opportunity to create a hidden room for herself, for free, after asking Ferdinand to lend her a ring. It seemed that her efforts to make his life easier, at least in the administrative sense, earned her some good girl points with him. After having now established her hidden room, it was finally time to get to work for real. She mainly concentrated on getting into form, incorporating stretches, jogging, and whatever she could think of that was possible inside of her hidden room. Additionally, she confirmed she could still use enhancement magic somewhat. Using her new merchant contacts and growing wealth, it was possible to acquire materials to construct an improvised brewing station with enough ingredients for her planned projects. Added was a sack full of low-quality face stones her merchant contacts could acquire without arousing too much suspicion. It would do for now. First was her new temporary high beast face stone, one of the essential tools she needed for her upcoming plans until she got her hands on her official one in the future. Next was a cheap magic ring. Casting some prayers as a testing method, it only withstood a dozen of them before breaking and turning into gold sand. Still, it was a roaring success. Quite lucky for her too, as she ran out of ingredients after finishing the third one. Well, she only needed one for now. She was so busy with all the preparations, lessons, business and administrative stuff, it was already autumn. The Harvest Festival was just around the corner, which suited her current plans just fine. She had acquired a simple brown cape that covered her body, paired with a hood in the same coloring. Next was a pair of simple shirts and pants, a headscarf for binding her hair just in case the hood should come loose. Using some face stones, she created a simple face mask with eye slits, and her new disguise was complete. She took the small cooking blade she'd smuggled to her room from the orphanage kitchens into her hand. The knife had been heavily modified by molding some of the face stones into it, extending the blade to a length appropriate for her current body to wield. The edge was capable of channeling her mana to hone its sharpness even further. After its transformation, it now resembled a short sword more than a knife. It was a far cry from what she wielded in the past, but it would more than suffice. Turning the blade to see her eyes reflected on the polished surface, she could not suppress her grin. Now, how do I get access to the travel plans, I wonder?